Alrighty guys, so we are continuing to test out, know what you're putting into your build. So this time around we are going to go over the range aspect of things, so your long range build. I am going to focus on EX skill on this one, and then I'll do a OP separately, because in terms of EX for range build there are 5 EX abilities, while the OP there are a total of 6. So I'm just going to separate them out, make it shorter and concise and all that good stuff. And obviously in terms of the list that I am referring to is from 2chan, but I got this information over on the GNL Discord server. So it's just a lot more easier for me to kind of verify them now, just because I have it in front of me. So that's what we are doing. So alright. EX in terms of the first one we are going to go over is going to be the injection EX. So this one specifically has to, it's going to be the bazooka and the rifle with kind of like the glowy white effects on them. So after the one that I had mastered skill wise, we had the fast backpack, and then we can probably toss in a double satellite cannon from the Helios backpack, and then I can also toss in, there are another one that has the 2, we have the beam blast. So what, well, I don't want to equip 2 of that. Beam blast. So beam blasts are simply these 2. We have this one kind of like just that, and then this one specifically is going to be for the Go Somo. I'm going to see if I actually have that. I do not, so I'm gonna grab that real quick, and then we're gonna hop into some testing. So if you guys can see beam blast, we have a ton of options. All right, so who do we want to use? We can use Destiny backpack. I think I'll just probably toss in Destiny, and then I'm gonna go ahead and then pick up the Go Somo's arm, and then we're gonna go testing stuff. But in terms of the ranged weapon, we are using these 2. Let me filter this by this right here, that. All right, so I made 3 separate Helios weapons. So this one is going to be the base that we're testing out, and then after that we are going to hop into this one where we already do have the attack power for all 5 of the EXs. So that's what we are going to do, and then we're just gonna go test things out. Let's kind of see. So I still have the OP from my melee or the close range video. Okay, so we can first start off with the back beam cannon from the fast. So I'm just gonna what I'm also going to do, I'm just gonna do this actually. I'm just gonna hold it down. Oh, that's it. That's it. What? That's the injection? Okay, that's interesting actually. We did a 107, kind of keep that in mind. And we have the double satellite beam cannon. Let's kind of see. Okay. 197. We did 50 marks, damage marks right there. Hit markers. Alright. And then up next we have the IF booster. So this is going to be from the Go Somo. I'm just gonna be right up here. Oh, that's it. And that's a beam blast. That's it. No way. Yeah, beam blast wise, yeah, that's a pretty weak one. Yeah, that's really weak. So all right, and then we have the what is it? The high energy long range beam rifle or the beam cannon from Destiny backpack. So this one has a beam blast, so you hold it and you use it. So 107 again. So pretty much on par with some of the other one like we have seen for the injection. So all right, so we are back. So the percentage I have on them are obviously not level 30, so they're not getting like their full max out 10%, but we should obviously see like kind of like a substantial increase, maybe a few thousands of an increase. But why I'm actually doing this is because like when people are building their build, for example, they probably get them mixed up, so they may think X is for this EX or this whatever, and B is for this EX. So it's definitely pretty good for you guys to kind of visualize, all right, how this actually works and all that stuff, right? And then for the double satellite cannon, let's actually do this. All right. This might be like we should eclipse 200k easily afterwards. Yeah, easily. Okay, that's sweet. And then we can go into the Destiny backpack after. We have everything's kind of settled down, right? Okay. This should be more as well, but it may not be the same percentage. I think we were actually 1,000 more than the back beam cannon because of obviously the different percentage in between the injection and then the beam blast EX. And then the IF booster, honestly, it's kind of sad that they made this one a separate one, but this one did have an increase as well. By a good, like a good 5,000. I think this one is definitely pretty good for like a group enemy where you have like a bunch of them. You guys can see it's pretty good vertically, or excuse me, horizontally. So I mean, like, sure, if you want that. But all right, let's move on to the other ones. The next thing we want to talk about is going to be the auto fire EX. So it's simply going to be this little icon over here, and then that's going to be accompanied by Psycho Zaku. So let's get this on. There's a few other options, I believe, from the legs of the TR1 Hazel, and then for Armor Gun and Thunderbolt as well. But let's try out this one first. The auto fire, simply like the name says, is auto fire, so it's actually pretty rapid as well. I got in 62 hits and then over 40,000 right there. So let's pop in the rifle that has the increased EX, and then we'll see how much better we'll do. Alright, so now we should see more than 40k, right? Let's kind of see. Yep, 44. Okay, that's not bad, and it's still 62 hits. I'm not really sure if I'm like the biggest fan of this EX, but it's kind of cool that you don't really have to control it. You just kind of let it swing. So if you were in here, like, you can kind of move around and you still fire. That's the neatest part. 45 on this one actually. Oh gosh, we still have the burner effects, but all right. Moving on, we have the funnel. So funnel is going to be this one over here. This one is from the Phoenix, and then we have the one that's for the for Armored Unicorn. So let's actually see what's going on. So funnel wise, we have a bunch of them. So the one, which one do I really want to use? I guess it don't really matter actually. We could use, can we use their body actually? No, I'll probably use a simple one actually. We can go for Kasashi. Yeah, let's try Kasashi real quick. And we have the Phoenix one, right? Yeah, we have that one. And we have the Beam Gatling and the Shield Funnel. Unfortunately, this is what I have to do. Because of how they are describing the one for the Unicorn specifically, while they're in NTD, they actually perform separate things. They actually become funnel. So while you do not have NTD whatever, you cannot access that. So that's why for the testing specifically, we do need to pop in an awakening, which okay, it's gonna be this icon over here, and we have NTD. So yeah, unfortunately, since that's these two specifically needs it, I gotta have it. Let's try out the regular funnel. So this one is gonna be from the Kasashi. So I am recording this prior to the funnel update. So once we do have the funnel update where it hits a little bit, the attack rate is better, we should definitely see better results. So right now it's just horrendous. It's pretty much unrunnable if you ask me. Like, why would I ever use a funnel right at this instant when they're only doing this much? And our gauge is about to expire right now, and that is going to net us a total of like 26k. Definitely not good enough. And then let's try out the Phoenix funnel actually. So if I hold it, so yeah, that's all you're getting. And then for the Unicorn one, this is what you're getting as well. So unfortunately, I do have to activate NTD because that's the only instance where they actually become funnel. So let's kind of see how they behaves afterward. Let's pop this real quick. We have the NTD. There you go. Let's see. So 2 funnels, obviously. Oh, now this is good. I like this one now. Okay. So we're doing 24 and 95, so let's kind of keep that in mind. Hey, let's call it back. Let's call it back. And let's actually activate the one for Unicorn. So there's only one. Oh, we got the damage drop out. Let's pop this real quick. Let's kind of see. Okay, 571. So let's keep that in mind, and we'll be back. So let's try this with a good 50% increase. So we should be roughly about 12k. Yeah, that's not bad actually. If we do counter in maybe the increased fire rate, I think it should be serviceable in a way. And let's call them back, activate NTD, and let's try out the Phoenix one. Let's see what's going on. Alright. Went from 24.95 to 26.62 or 82 actually. Okay. That's pretty darn good actually. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this one, I would definitely use this one for sure. Because it seems like it's actually runnable by the long shot. Let's see what we get. Come on. Okay, it went from 571 to 614. And the fact that we are doing a multiple shot is definitely pretty good. So even though we do not have the NTD on anymore, but the funnels are still active, that's why we can still fire them. But alright, that's definitely a glitch right there, right? Okay, so let's kind of hop out of here. And the last thing we have is the guided missile, and it's gonna be this one over here with kind of like the bullseye or the kind of like the targeting icon right there. And let's see what kind of option we have. We have this one, and then there should be another one as well. My bad. And there's this one. This one is from Master Gundam's arm, and this one is this right here. Yeah, well guided attack. Haha, what do you know? So let's try these out and then we'll see. The funnel missile is from the Kasi Lake, so let's gonna see. That's a Fennec or excuse me, Kasi Lake EXQ. They hit pretty fast. All right, yeah, they do pretty good damage. 65k. And then we have Masters Gundam arms. Let's kind of see what they do. Oh, it's pretty slow. But what? You get a mini stun and you do 116? I'll take that. Alright, let's kind of see the funnel missile real quick. How much are we doing? 77? That's a respectable jump right there. Okay. And then lastly, we have a Master Gundam arm. Let's see. That's a very nice animation right there. Yeet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If only we had 5 of there, we would have completed it right there. But okay. Alright guys, and there you have it. So those are all of the applicable EX that are for your range build or your long range build, however you want to call it. So on the separate video, I am going to be going over all of the OP one because there's actually a lot to go over. There are a total of 6 different abilities for them. So I will be covering them on a separate video.